So we're up here at Snaefell. I think I can read it. It's 2,036 feet above sea level. I'm guessing that's just a little bit higher up here. But anyway, with a tram that's our background. Anji, here we go. The season's underway. And I thought it was a great chance just to give us some of the highlights you've got planned this year, because you're always coming up with these new ideas. Quite zany and some quite normal, but you know.
Some of them have to be normal.
Yes, yes.
Railways as a whole, let's just talk about the Snaefell Summit to start with.
Yeah.
We have a fantastic 007 James Bond evening coming up on the 11th of May, and for those of you who've been coming up to our Snaefell events, it's an opportunity to dress up, so you know, from your tux to be a character from a James Bond movie. It's just going to be an awesome night with some fantastic prizes given by Isle of Man Transport and from Cater Leisure and the team here. So I don't want to give away what they are, but they're absolutely tremendous prizes.
So that's a suave, sophisticated night, or you could be Jaws or whatever you want.
Yes,
anything.
Yes,
yeah.
Anything goes up here, as you know. And speaking of anything goes, we've got the Spice Girls 90s disco.
A disco up here?
A disco up
Cool.
here. We have awesome fun at the discos, where apparently one of our DJs, he is going to dress in the Jerry Halliwell Union Jack dress. We have that. A guy,
right.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah, and those of you who've been to the discos, you'll know who it is.
There's no noise problems up here anyway. That's one thing, having disco up
No,
here.
we can just be as crazy as we want to be.
Yeah. I mean, I was joking at the beginning slightly, but tongue-in-cheek about you coming up with ideas, but I think it is one of those things. People are always looking for that next thing to try, you know, not just have the same old. You try different things.
Sometimes, Paul, we have to do the same thing, but we have to put the twist in
there.
So
yes, yeah.
one of these things we've done this year for Peters Railway, Chris Vine, who writes the Peters Railway books, he comes every year in May and he does a week in schools for us to educate children about how steam trains work. Mm-hmm. And this year we're laying a Peters Railway track in the Laxey Valley Gardens.
Wow.
On a high path. So we're running 114 metres of track with proper little railway station signs and everything on the day of the Laxey Duck Race.
Oh, it's a crazy day anyway. That's going to make it really fun.
It just takes Peters Railway to a completely different level, and it's just going to be something I don't think we're going to be able to repeat. So 18th of May, that is the Peters Railway Day in Laxey, and certainly not to be missed.
Okay, well, everything's underway. I guess online's the best option to look at what's happening.
Rail.im. Can I just put out a little call on behalf of our veterans on the Isle of Man? We are doing something very special during Ireland at War. We are working with the Royal British Legion, and we are hoping that nearly every lady on the Isle of Man who can knit, and some men, will knit us some squares that we can sew into blankets to give to our veterans in wheelchairs.
Oh.
So that's the project, and it's going to be happening in Douglas Railway Station and in Port Erin, where we're having a Friend and Foe exhibition. Mm-hmm. And we really do want lots and lots of these blankets, and we're going to sew poppies onto them and all sorts to give to our own local veterans in wheelchairs.
Best, again, for details on the website?
Rail.im, or come on down and just chat to anybody on any railway station. It's an open door policy, anybody who wants to come and get involved with anything, always.
Well, we're going to be meeting up throughout the year on these things, or maybe steam trains or horse trams, I don't know, whatever. She keeps me busy. So, and people love it, because, I mean, people overseas love seeing things, which makes us so special, of course, different.
Well, who would even dream of coming to the Isle of Man without going on the Snaefell Mountain Railway or the steam train or the horse trams? I mean, it has to be done, doesn't it?
It does. We'll see you later in the year.